Welcome back, everyone. Happy Thursday. It's time for more weird German fairy tale horror game. We actually didn't get to... We'll get to a little bit of horror last time with the cave and the bone frog. I think it was so dubbed. But yeah, we're playing more Little Goody Two Shoes tonight in just a little bit.
They're neither little nor goody nor shoes.
We haven't actually gotten to the shoes yet. But one thing at a time. That's it.
I was promised shoes.
I was promised shoes.
I expect foot fetish fan service.
You're not gonna get that. Sorry, that is no part of the game. There are shoes? I thought the shoes were a metaphor. There are shoes. The shoes are also a metaphor, but there are also actual shoes. But we'll get to those. We'll get to those later. Also, hi Al, hi Badred. So far we mostly have fluffy dresses and fabulous hair. It's true. That's also, even the goat has fabulous hair. Flock is someone takes care of that goat. Probably Rose and Marine. Hi Jasmine. Are you also a fabulous goat? Would you like to be on stream? No, the look she is giving me says she would not like to be on stream. Okay. Too bad. Oh, come here. Get love. Yes, I know. Life is so difficult when you are a cat and not a goat. But yeah. So, we are... Yeah? Hang on. Which button do I press to get the rest of your voice lines? Anyway, so we're continuing tonight. We met the town of Kieferberg last time, where rumors of a witch in the woods have the town on edge. They might be bullshit, they might not be. Yeah, regardless of whether or not they're bullshit, they're almost certainly being used to rally the town against all the wrong people, as you would expect. But never mind all that. Elise is having to kind of focus as someone who lost her grandmother Hala in the prologue. She was an orphan kid found in a basket in the woods. Granny Hala took her home, raised her as her own, and has since passed away, leaving her little emerald brooch. And now Elise is having to kind of function as a handy person, doing odd jobs in town to get by. And has now been joined by Rose and Marine, a traveler from somewhere, who also has a very pretty goat, and claims to have been told to venture this way in her dreams, and that they are fated to be together, which is a whole thing. Hey, September. So we'll get into that more later. Elise also has two other potential paramours that she grew up with here in town. A nun named Lebkuchen, and another sort of handy woman named Freya. So all sorts of potential romance abounds. Also, there's a mystery. We've seen strange notes of someone praying to Saint Valperga, and we followed that. We followed that note. Is that what that means? Valperga? We followed that note into a cave where we were a strange sort of squished, might have been a person once, chased us around, and then we ran out. There were also some discarded, what kind of looked like priest vestments. There's that to worry about. Al, I can't remember if you were the one who had dubbed this creature the bone frog, but I'm going with that because it's a wonderful way to describe them. They're I don't actually know that they meant us harm, but I didn't want to stick around and find out. They were sort of trailing blood wherever they went, and that seems bad. But it raises the question of whether or not Father Hans is actually Father Hans. We'll investigate that later. Right now we have a follow-up note that's leading us to the old windmill, but someone has rolled a whetstone over the door, so we'll have to wait until the plot moves that out of the way before we can follow that thread. So there's lots of mysteries going on. Right now it's nighttime. We're going to bed, and I'm sure it'll be a nice, uneventful evening. So we'll get to that here in just a moment. We learned that somebody made a deal with a fairy for a child. Yes, I think in the same cave, we caught wind of someone making a deal, potentially with Saint Valperga for a child, but the pronouns being used were he, whereas Father Hans seemed confused because Saint Valperga is a she/her, and that led to some confusion as to who is he, and whether this is a different entity altogether. More on that, not tonight, but we have other problems to deal with. Also, we're getting blackmailed by Muffy, who has spotted that Elise has a visitor, and has threatened to tell the town about her, and the fact that we are two eligible bachelorettes, or confirmed bachelorettes, I think is the proper term, living alone away from town, unless we pie her off with baked goods, which, to be fair, they're good pretzels. But if we don't keep getting her the baked goods of her demands, the suspicion meter will go up, which we'll see whether I value, the opinion of the townsfolk versus pretzels more as the days go by. The pretzels, let's see, I think pretzels refill health and reduce our hunger, and then there's the courage meter, and then there's the suspicion meter, and then there's also money. We've got 5 meters to manage. There's so many things to manage. Apparently the real Saint Valperga was against witchcraft and also pests, rabies, and whooping cough. Huh. Neat. Alright, I think that's all the recap. Before we get into the game proper, we will go over these.
How it's spelled.
Walpurga.
Okay, totally different than how I thought you were.
Got it. So, content warnings for tonight's stream. There are some brief full-screen flashes. There is also, while it is pixelated, it's still enough to be mentioned for concern. Blood, gore, and as well as dead animals. I think we'll get to our first helping of that tonight. So I definitely wanted to mention that one in particular. Yes. I think I alluded to this last time that by and large in this game, animals get it worse than people. People are generally sort of endangered, but not generally actually killed. But the animals get it in their stead to kind of raise the terror rating of the town. So for more detailed warnings, see the doesthedogdie.com entry for Little Goody Two Shoes, or click on the link in our CW tag there. Goes to the same place. Do be warned that with this one, people have not been as judicious about tagging the entries that also contain story spoilers. So please proceed with caution if you are concerned about such things. I think, damn, it's called Courage instead. I actually don't know that the game calls it that, but I'm calling it that because I don't like it when games have sanity meters and call it those things. So I'm calling it Courage because that's actually how they use it, which is when, like, if you're out at night for too long with your lantern out, your courage goes down. Or if you're in a place with ghosts in it, the meter goes down. I'm like, that's just courage. That's courage. That's all it is. So regardless of what the game calls it, I'm calling it Courage. And also, we'll later be able to drink grape juice to make courage go up. So I've got some. It's Queen Jasmine. Hey, Dave. It is. And now she has had the full extent of the affection that she is willing to tolerate. Why would it be bad if it wasn't Courage? It's not that if it wasn't Courage, it's, and this is, I'm probably not I don't know that I'm going to be able to verbalize this particularly well, but using sanity as a game mechanic, thank you, Alice, for the raid, using sanity as a game mechanic is a little yuck. Versus, stress or courage are a bit more neutral in terms of how they've historically been used. Whereas sanity and insanity are a bit more loaded as terms, socially speaking. maybe a minor thing, but given how often horror games in particular use them and misuse them, I just, if I can avoid it, and just, in this case, I can easily hot swap it with another term, I do. It's just, it's a simple thing. All right, that's all of the prep. We're going to go ahead and do this swapperoo. Welcome, Alice. You're just in time. I hope the last round there went well. And I'll hit the button here, and we will hit the button here. We'll load the save. I love that this game gives us 20 save slots. That's just very considerate. Excuse me. Remind myself of what we got. Right. Freya gave us the ointment. As you pointed out, we've got the, or she's good with like plants and stuff. I think she also does like gardening and farming. I think we find out later she does like tailoring and stuff like that. All right, we need to keep at least one pretzel because Muffy's going to want one of these tomorrow. Okay, grapes and pretzels do the same thing for us, so, all right, cool. We have our trusty broom. Neat, okay. And we're full up on health, and we have no hunger. What's our objective? Oop, come back here. Is it just go to bed? It might just be go to bed. Let's just go to bed. The day is done. She's good with her hands. I mean... Oh, good. Here's the reminder that Muffy is spying on us. Avoid suspicion. Don't tell me what to do. Okay, now we have the... Okay, right, because we just got done dealing with that at the end of last stream. That's what it was. Elise? I'm heading off to bed, Rosemarine. I can spend the night in the granary if you'd like. No, I meant what I said. You're sleeping in the attic. I'll meet you upstairs. Ah, alright. Right, we told her she's not basically sleeping in the shed anymore. She's staying in the house where it's warm. Muffy is homophobic. I mean, honestly... This was a unicorn before. This was definitely a unicorn before, and I think it had an arrow in its side. So... Who changed the tapestry? Granny Holly used to love this thing, didn't she? Never truly understood why exactly. I mean, it's pretty. Oh, speaking of. It's been a long time since I've gone into Granny Holly's room. Not that there's anything to see there anyhow. Okay, we cannot go into the room. Can we get more matches? So much for St. Valburga's protection. I'd have thrown you out a long time ago, lassie. Palms joined in prayer, the wooden statue of St. Valburga grants protection to the faithful. Which ain't us. Thank you, Badrod. You left that goat in the granary, I'm hoping. Of course. I left the door ajar so he can go out and about if he wants. What makes you think he'll stay put? Why, the bed I made him, of course. You ought to see it, Elise. I'm not going out of my way to see a goat's hay bed, Rosemarine. Up you go. You need to make your bed, too. You'll make do, I'm certain. Oh, it's perfect. I'll get you a blanket, too. Can't have you sleeping on hay. Why not?
For goodness sake.
You're not a goat, Rosemarine. I could be a thief, yet you're trusting me with a blanket?
For goodness sake.
I don't see what's so funny.
Elise.
You truly are kind, Elise. I can see that clearly now. Rosemarine, what kind of people have you met that this is... Okay, it's fine. It's fine. The bar is low.
Shush it, you.
Oh, shush. I'll be glad to take that blanket, Elise. I get you some matches, too, and a candle. Next to all the hay. Thank you, Elise. It's bedtime now. I need some rest. Good night, Rosemarine. Good night, Elise. I would love an attic lock like this. Yeah. It'd be so nice. With all the firemen's pulling that shit. You guys gotta try this pole. For goodness sake. What am I getting myself into? First I agreed to house Rosemarine. Now Miffy's caught wind of it too. Best make sense of all this by tomorrow. If only I could leave this town. Go somewhere far, far away from here.
Mood.
Place where I'd never have to fret about money or going hungry. Like a castle or a palace somewhere. Where I can live the life I deserve. Elise is very broken, and she does her best to make up for the awful shit she says. Honestly, like, as much as I joked last time of Elise is the worst, A, she isn't. The townspeople exist. B, she almost immediately walked it back, like, right afterwards. And is clearly making up for it immediately now, even though she's being a bit tsundere about the whole thing, but, like, her actions speak a lot louder than her words. Where am I? Is this a dream? Now the horror begins. Other than Bone Frog. I guess it kind of already began, but then it went away. Now it's back. Hello? It's locked, it seems. Oh, and I bet there's something nice inside, too. Okay, first we take a level in Rogue. Rebirth. That's what I wished for. Long, long ago. You wanted to be reborn? Somewhere safe. Somewhere far, far away. I went through all of their trials. Gathered all of his gifts. And? Indeed, I was reborn.
You?
My wish was granted yet. Yet? To think I would end up like this. Wait! What was that? Ooh, grapes! Yee! Right, we've seen a ghost. I'm locked in here, I suppose. Can't say I mind it much, if I'm honest. Oh, what I would give to sleep here every night. A spacious bed stands in a corner, its silky sheets protected by a counterpane embroidered in gold thread. That sounds awesome. Hang on. No, that's the same thing. Yeah. I feel like I'm in a princess's bedroom. Only I could live here, just like I've always dreamed. You wicked! That was my face. Alright. So now we can use the key on the door. Doesn't seem like this is where I should be using. This isn't what I should be using here. Oh, got it. Keys to the chest. There. I love when she says things that give you a view into her brain. I'm locked in. Can't say I mind. Right. It's like, I'm locked in this wonderful bedroom in a palatial estate. Gosh. Shucky darn. Goodness, so many dresses. Another key? I wonder what it's for. I have a guess. Alright, so the silver key got us in there. Golden key lets us out. The silver key went into key items. Such a long corridor. It truly feels as though I'm inside a palace. It's fine, this is all a dream, probably. Such a strange statue. What a strange person. The marble statue of a serpent wearing a golden crown. Its nameplate reads, Aziel. Such a strange statue. The marble statue of a crow wearing a golden crown. It has a hat. Its nameplate reads, Murim? gonna read that as Mirim. Why? Bah. Hello, bird. Ah, now we're in the witching hour. Got it. We're in the dream space. Hey, demon goat. I feel like a lot of stuff happened. We went to bed. And now we're in the dream plane. And Elise thinks she's in a palace, and we got stabbed with a tree branch through a mirror. I have a bad feeling about this. What, just now?
What is this?
What in the Lord's name is this place? What are those things? Okay, we can lantern. As the game just reminded us to do. Woo! Okay. Candles have little circles around them. I'm gonna guess it's don't be in the circle. Okay. These are all in a different language. I can't make sense of any of these titles. What's that thing about how, like, supposedly you can't read when you're sleeping? It's jammed. Raspberry. Sorry. Could try to pry it open, but... Sure. Phantasm key. Alright. It's a key. This is what will get me out of here, I'm certain. Alright. Just wait. Okay. Love the ambient whispers. That's a nice effect. Woo! Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. 2 phantasm key. I can read when I dream very clearly. Yeah, I never figured out if that was like a real thing or if it's just a thing that people say like in stories. I think most things people say about dreams are just lies. Fun fact, I don't dream all that often, so I genuinely don't know. Is that a lantern? Oh, a Litwick. Oh, I love Litwick. One of my favorite Pokemon. He's so cute. This is more like one of those, you know, if someone did a what if Litwick were real sort of art. Yeah, it's fine. Go. These give off such a cold light. Intricately designed golden lamp stands by the wall, its bulbs emanating an eerie, phantasmagoric light. What a great word. Phantasmagoric. We sneak past what we can. Alright. But not through there. Okay. I keep watching to see if our reflection changes. How far down do you go? Alright. Hello, what's this? Bandages. Okay. Up. That's me? Hair's different. Chest? It's jammed. Could try to pry it open, but... Alright, last time we did this and nothing bad happened. 2 for 2? What's this? The key to one's dream is found within oneself. As for yours, it's in this very room, the core of your innermost desire. It's not knowledge you seek, but gold-bathed glory. Does that mean the gold key is our 4th key? Nope, 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 no, nope, 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 no. Not today. Aha. Gimme. There. There. Get a Sega Saturn with a brand new save battery for $175. That's not bad, actually. Anywhere between 50 and 200 looks like. They're not in demand by collectors. Yeah, I guess it's in that kind of weird space. Can I... Oh, I can. Crap. This was a bad plan. It's fine. Go gently. Nope, nope. Golden light. Golden light. There's something on the back of this shelf. Reach out my arm to get it, but what could go wrong? This is... Okay, turns out it's fine. Alright. 4 keys, door keys. Here, item, phantasm key.
This is it!
It worked! Hey, Bob. Weird space or people with cheese for hands area. It could be both. I think we're in the dream world.
What is this?
Where am I? I must be dreaming. Whoop. Oh good, we can run. Hello? Are we running to the castle? We're running past the castle. I think touching a Litwick just, it does damage to us. Hurry now, hurry now. We're late for his banquet. What are you? Hurry, hurry. Wee-hee-hee. Yahaha. Uh-huh. Oh! Many friends. Oh! What a weird dream. I'm sure nothing will come of it. I love them. I also love them. What great designs. It's a shame they're gonna eat us. A dream? That left me feeling a little queasy.
Rose and Marine?
You've heard of Taco Tuesday, now try Montauk Monday. Rosemarine, are you there? She's most likely still asleep anyway. No point in waking her this early, I suppose. Alright, what are you now? Do you keep changing? You're back to the unicorn! Okay, it wasn't an arrow, it's a flower, it just happens to be red. But you are changing. Did it always look like this? At least it literally looked different last night. Okay, we're gonna check this every time we come back. I've decided. Ooh, a sparkle. Miss Briz, a sparkly. Good morning, Elise. I would have got a head start on breakfast if I knew you'd be waking up this early.
For goodness sake.
Since when have you been up? Oh, I'm always up and about before daybreak. I can't sleep in if I try. I didn't notice you coming down from the attic. I brought the ladder up with me last night so I wouldn't wake you. And the hatch doesn't squeak if you do it slowly, right? I took my shoes off and I used the ladder to shut it back. Easy. She's way too good at stealth immediately. You're smarter than you look, huh? I look as smart as I am, Elise. I love that as a retort. Is that so? Anyhow, I'm heading off to the garden. Garden? You mean the field just outside? Is it that obvious that I haven't touched it in years? I've been working like a dog since Granny Hollow passed, but... now I have you to fret about, too. Can't just sit on my hands forever, can I?
Elise.
Elise? What? You'd rather starve? Join me as a maid of all work, perhaps. You truly are kind, aren't you?
Shush it, you.
Oh, shush. I'm heading out to see what I can do about the garden. I'll call you in for breakfast in a moment, then. First, I'm getting whatever this is. Bread! Love bread. That's not even a bit. Bread. Garden. Is it story of seasons now? For goodness sake. Neglected it for so long, it'll be impossible to dig. Anyhow, this is no time to loiter about. What do you know? Shoes. What's this? A pair of shoes? How could they possibly have wound up here in my garden? Oh, they're wonderful. And they fit me like a glove, too. Don't put on strange shoes. Find strange, glistening red shoes in your garden that fit you perfectly? Put them on! These shoes!
That's how you get, like, bookworm and shit.
It's as though they were made for me! Judge Ito, unavailable for comment. Oh, the spin!
I did it!
All of Kieferberg needs to hear about this. There she goes. The spin! Oh, she's so happy. From now on, it's Miss Elise. I'm done with this thankless struggle. No more being bossed around. It's probably meant to be sung, but yeah. No more. Carefree life where I'm in charge is much more fitting to me, right? The Ojo laugh. Every year, no matter by whom or how many times I was adorned, poverty never ended. Like a rose who couldn't bloom on her own, I was overshadowed. I'll just let this one play. Y'all can read. The laugh! Perfectly normal shoes that she found in the garden. On your feet, Elise. Ominous church bell. Explain yourself.
Oh, shush it!
What is there to explain, Father? Could you not hear yourself, lass? Parading into St. Valpurgis' place of worship, howling and shouting like a... Please, old Yakin. Words of egotism, vanity, disdain for your fellow folk. This seems like a Yakin voice. I've always known you were wicked, you arrogant lassie.
You old geezer!
Why, you... A witch of old Hollow's kin.
I am not a witch!
Oh, listen here, you old wretch.
That's enough!
I've heard enough. Old Yakin has overstepped his boundaries. I ask that you pardon him. Yet his concerns weigh heavy, Elise. Oh, I wasn't aware singing and dancing was forbidden now, Father. Your singing was riddled with sin, lass. Vanity and lust go hand in hand with greed. Your...
Oh, shush it!
What does any of this have to do with sin, Father? Yeah.
This old geezer just accused me and my grandmother of witchery, yet... Enough, Elise. Compose yourself and come inside. Your temperament is a sin in and of itself.
That is so not ugly.
What do we think, y'all? How combative we want to be?
Kill him now.
Kill him now.
Make it easier for everyone else in the future.
Alright, so we got one vote for kill him now. What do y'all think? It's a specific sound effect for I'm not a witch. I'm sure that's fine. Body the fucker. Alright, I like it. We got two. This is such a funny story beat. Yeah, I love it. It's such a great note to start on. Go tell everyone in town that you found free shoes in your garden. I'm sure it's fine. If we refuse, it might raise our suspicion meter. We've only got one. And we've got pretzels. So, like, we'll be able to keep it from going up much higher. So, like, I don't think this is gonna put us in the ground yet. It's early. You know, we've got time to recover. This seems like a moment where Elise would not be cowed. I think that's what we're going with. I'm not going anywhere. Whatever I do, I'm met with nothing but disdain from you people. Reconsider, Elise.
Out with it!
You reconsider. I have nothing to repent for. I've done nothing wrong. And you, old Yakin, you ought to think about why you disrespect me so. She's clearly not herself, folks. She's bewitched.
Is that so?
Oh, you can be certain of it, you old... Very well, Elise. If that's how you'd like it. You change your mind, you know where to find me. Yeah. Hi? Without a shadow of a doubt, lass. At last, he's made his move. Who are you? An old acquaintance of yours, lass. What? You're favored by him, Elise. Rightfully so. You're clad in his will, from head to toe, inside out. And those shoes. My shoes? Those very shoes, Elise, are a testament of his gift to you. Your Guilty Gear character dropped. Who is he? Listen carefully now, my beautiful lass. Get away from me! Yours is his heritage, his flesh, his ardor. Don't you understand, Elise?
What in the Lord's name?
How do you know my name? His blessings, his will, he himself is writhing in your veins, lass. Gross. What do you want from me, you old hag? You must listen carefully now, my beloved. Do as I say, and he will make all your wishes come true.
What is this?
My wishes, you say? Why, yes. Opulence, splendor, fortune. Your deepest desire is unlike any other, Elise. I don't understand. You do, Elise. Tell me, what is it you most desire? Me? Speak it, Elise. What I most desire, that's... fortune. Fortunate you are, Elise. Deep in this woodland, there is a patron saint, whose blissful word bestows a blessing upon the faithful. All that's requested in return are 3 gifts, made from the testaments to one's desire. Reach his dwelling with all of these in hand, and your wish shall be granted. Oh nice, it's a Viewmaster. A womb, carrier of life, your basket is to hold all that is sacred. Ah, crow with a little crown. Neat. The tender flesh of earthly desire. Oh, the snake. Alright. The sweetest nectar to be drunk in earnest. Yaha. Oh, the butterfly again. You are to arrive in good company, the object of your affections. You are to reach the gates of his dwelling carrying all 3 gifts. Voice your innermost desire. Surrender yourself wholly to his grace. And fortune you shall attain. For such is his blessing, and such is your desire.
This seems on the up and up.
Elise?
Elise, are you listening?
We've just been staring off into space for like 5 minutes.
Huh? Where did she go?
Elise.
Oh, are you alright, Elise? Where did that old hag go?
Elise?
What's the matter with you?
Lebkuchen.
Oh, I'm sorry, Leb. It's best we let her rest a while. We can sit with you, Elise. Oh, it's best we give her some space, Jacob. I'm alright. I felt a little dizzy is all. I can bring you some water, Elise. As for me, I'll be in church waiting to have a word with you. Don't you start, Leb. Oh, I've already started. Now you've done it, Elise. Oh, for goodness sake.
Well, there's our whole morning. You gotta drag your 3 weed-smoking girlfriends along? Technically just one of them, but we'll get to that later. Yep. Yep. Hey, let's see if we'll put this in the next one. Alright, well, we have passed the first of the horrors. You know, despite my concerns, I actually don't think that raised our suspicion meter. Can we not check the suspicion meter? Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, okay. Nice. We were able to speak our mind, and we didn't pay for it. Love that for us. As for me, I'll be in church waiting to have a word with you. This isn't great to hear from your weed-smoking girlfriend. Yeah, that's... You're making good points. We're actually gonna... that's a very good pause point, I think. We're gonna go ahead and hop to the break early. So we'll pause it right here. And head to the Be Right Back screen. And then we'll come back and pick up with the other half of this day. And see what the rest of Monday has in store, because boy, it's off to a hell of a start. There's just been so much. So yeah, we've got to get 3 gifts. It seems like 1 for the crow, 1 for the snake, 1 for the butterfly. And if we appease all of the strange forest spirits, then we are allowed to pass through the tree, and then we get fortune. And I'm sure that will be exactly what it says on the tin, and not anything horrible and twisted. That's how these things work. That's what the weird golden ghost lady that we met seemed to imply. But more on that in a bit. First, we're going to take a quick break, so y'all get up and stretch. I'm going to do that same thing, because I've been sitting like a terrible person for a while. And I need to get better about that in general. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Do whatever you need to do to take care of you, and I will hope to see you in a few. Brought the rhyme back around. See y'all in a bit.
That's a spicy start. Alright, and...
Meatballs, meatballs, teeth, teeth, teeth.
Meatballs, meatballs, teeth, teeth, teeth. That's a terrible song. I love it. Alright, where is... Alright, so we've got some chores that we can do. Let's check in with the peoples before we do anything else. Any new... Okay, I don't want to check in with those two. Screw you two. Leb, hi. I'm here for my earful, I suppose. You're no child, Elise. For goodness sake. I'll spare you, Elise. You're aware you've said too much. Couldn't have stayed silent, you know that. I agree, it was their fault, Elise, but... We both know this will only get you in the wrong kind of attention. Old Yakins, to be exact. I'm well aware, Libkuin. There's no real need for you to fret over this, you know. There is the utmost need for me to fret over it, Elise. I'll keep Father Hans from dwelling on it too much. Alright. Why don't you meet me here at dusk, Elise? We could both use a little downtime, would you say? I'll be here. And this time we meet it. That's probably not helping the situation, but it couldn't hurt either. Thank you, Bob. Just glad we got magic red shoes without dropping a horse on anyone. It's very good. Do I remember where Freya's at? Is Freya here? I have a map. I think Freya's up here. Freya's up here. Puppy! Still cannot pet dog. It's a shame we have to stream something else now, because we cannot pet dog or cat. Oh, right, we can... I forgot that there are side quests. Hello. Oh, how dreadful. Look what that windstorm did to our poor alleys. Did away with a few things, I see. You make too little of it, Elise. I don't know what else there is to say about the windstorm, Miss Odalie. Keep wanting to call her Odile, which is the character from Swan Lake, but it's Odalie. There's an extra I in there. Most of the townsfolk have probably put behind them, so why can't you? I mean, she's standing in front of a house that's no longer there, Elise. I've got some theories. Old Yakin's just as concerned as I am, lass, and for good reason. Oh, here we go again with old Yakin. Ah, that reminds me. I can assure you, Mrs. Odalie, these shoes aren't... Old Wilhelm's making a rosary for my precious granddaughter, Gisela, you see? Won't you please go see if it's ready for me, Elise? I suppose. Yes, we can absolutely pick up a rosary. I've been told it was Freya's mother who decorated their home. You can see where Freya got her creativity from, I suppose. Okay, that's where she's at. Like, that's her house, at least. Odette and Odile are the two, So, I think Odette is the one that starts, and then Odile is the... Unless you're being facetious, in which case, ignore me. My, Elise, look at those shoes. Red truly does look best on you, Elise. Why, thank you. Well, you have to wear them to the festival, Elise. Now is the time to find yourself a proper suitor, Elise. Oh, that's precisely what we were chatting about with Freya. Oh, yes. Aren't I a little too young to be looking for a husband? Why, the sooner the better, I'd say. That's not exactly what I like to be doing with my time, if I'm honest. I used to feel the same way until I met Finn. You'll see. I'd say Freya's got a good chance of meeting her future husband soon. Oh, Mrs. Brunhilde, I wouldn't say I'm... You're quite the catch, isn't she, Dorothea? Oh, Freya is the catch. In truth, I do feel the same as Elise. My interests lie elsewhere, you see? Ma'am, that is a whole-ass lesbian. Oh, you don't mean... sewing! And I have my hands full with the festival, too. This really isn't the time. Oh, that reminds me. Would you come and meet me by the well today at dusk, Elise? Ah.
There's some Dorothy, I see.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I suppose. Girls these days, huh? You two will come around, I'm certain. Yeah, keep waiting.
So, if anything, Sewing Circle is also...
Sewing circle is also a euphemism, yes. But yeah, so Odette and Odile are I think Odette is the actual princess who gets turned into a swan, and then Odile is the, like, evil count's daughter who he magically makes to look like Odette. And I can't remember if Odile is actually evil herself, or if she's just sort of caught up in the whole plan, and her uncle is the evil one. There are also multiple versions of the play, so it could be, like, depends on which version you look at, sort of a thing. Goat! Pet the goat. Pet the chicken. Can't pet anything. Can't pet anything in this game. I'm super fuzzy on the story of Swan Lake. That was most of it. It's a prince meets a pretty girl at night, and then she gets turned into a swan, and then and she's turned into a swan by an evil count, and then the evil count disguises his own daughter to look like the original princess in order to marry his daughter to the prince under false pretenses. And I forget how it works out in the end. I guess that's the part I think that changes with each version. What a great search string to check for in a quote, especially to get that out of it. Are you Wilhelm? I think you're Wilhelm. Say, Mr. Wilhelm, Mrs. Odely asked me to see about her rosary. Oh, that old hag can't give me a moment of peace. Well, I suppose. Tell her she can come by my workshop this afternoon, will you? I'll rustle her up a rosary in no time at all. I thought you were making her a new one. In a way, lass. Haven't you heard of repurposing? It'll be the best rosary she's ever seen. Huh. Maybe then she'll stop nagging me. Reduce, reuse, recycle? There's probably still some, like, prayers in it. I don't really know how rosaries work. Oh, then it doesn't really need to be new. Need to be beep. Beep. Oh, I got stuck on a wall. Hey. Hello, it's me again. Mr. Wilhelm says you can come by his workshop this afternoon, Miss Odely. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, dearie. Well, Wilhelm has a way with these kinds of things, doesn't he? I suppose. Grape juice! What's this? It makes me feel at ease, lass. I think it might come in handy. Thank you, I suppose. I love that all of her responses on both ends of this, like, fetch quest are, I suppose. We are low on courage, so we're going to immediately chug the grape juice. Because we're going to keep meeting ghosts. Grape juice gives us courage. That's wine. Yeah, that's... It absolutely 100% is wine. That's why it gives us courage. Let's see, we've already got 2 dates at dusk. Let me go ahead and, just for safety's sake, we're going to do this, there, and there. Let's see, we did that one yesterday. We can risk a run out to the house. Everybody just palling around. Hello, Muffy. Good day, ma'am. I was helping Granny Gretel. Oh, you can't expect me to believe that. It's true. I promise. On my auntie's life. Helping her with what, then? Granny Gretel gives me bread whenever I come visit. You see? She asked me to taste all the pies for the festival. Is that so? It is so. It really is, Elise. You'd best not try Granny Gretel's patience, Mandy. She's too old for that. It's Muffy. Miffy, Molly, Mubby. It's all the same to me. It's not that silly of a name. Alright, we'll hang on to your pretzel for later. So, already sampling pies. Then going to get pretzel. Going to be a good day for Muffy. You know what? I don't hate that for her. Does Gretel have a brother? I mean, we know that the monk is Father Hans, so we do have Hans and Gretel. It's close. Okay, the wheel is still here. It's still a pretty view. Cannot yet investigate windmill. We're gonna go chat with Rosemarine. It's a long walk, unfortunately. At least the music is pretty. Ah, there you are. Hi. Ah, Elise, I thought you'd be in town. And I was. Did something happen, Elise? Ooh, where do we start? The old fools made a tremendous fuss over my shoes. A fuss? What do you mean? They accused me of being a witch, right in front of everyone. All because I sang and danced my way to Kieferberg. Oh, I'll show them how wicked I can be. Elise, I'm losing my wits in this town, Rosemarine. There was that old hag, too, and I can't wrap my head around it, Rosemarine. I truly can't. An old hag?
That's rude.
I'll tell you about it later. I'd best head back to work. Say, Elise, won't you meet me here at dusk? I can try, I suppose. I'll make you something hearty for supper, Elise. Some eggs? All the eggs you can get me. Well, we're very good at picking eggs. We learned that last time. Unfortunately, all 3 of our dates are currently scheduled for dusk. We're going on the one date that we didn't do yesterday, which is Leb Kuin. Back to town. Now it's time to work. Doop, doop, hype, hop. I love that it does that animation every time. I don't know why that's so charming to me. It's so unnecessary, but it's very cute. Andy, are you 3-timing them? I don't have any confirmation that they all aren't all aware, particularly like Leb and Freya. In fact, later on, it almost seems explicit that they are aware. This is just managing a polykill. And now we drink.
I think I need a sentence about her.
Alright. What are the jobs? Okay, so here we've got... Okay, both of them are in this area. Excellent. What's this one? Elise! Mama won't let me chop wood for her. Don't be silly, Jacob. You're much too young to handle a hatchet. I guess it would be Jakob. Can you get us some wood for the hearth, Elise? Absolutely. Your mother's right, Jakob. You're too little. Am not. You're a stubborn lad. That's what you are. Why don't they ask Freda to chop it for them instead? It's a Boylan's Black Cherry. So it's not technically grape juice. I love all the mini games. Yes. Alright, we chop and we kick. Bring it on, Gustav. Get the flock out of here. No chicken. No chicken. No chicken. No chicken. Bah! Trying to kill me. No! So damn she has strong legs. Alright. The woodman will not help you. Trust only your axe. Block. Where do those anvils land, do you figure? Whew. Yes! Perfect. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Elise? How did you chop all that wood, Elise? I don't know. Also, where did Gustav get, like, 7 anvils from? I mean, the blacksmith, I assume, but still. 7? Ah, well... I hope this is enough for what you went through, Elise. 69. Nice. It's not that great of a deal, is it? Like how he casually drops an anvil with one hand. Also, Flock got in there twice. He should be back at the farm. Ah. Why is he giving you chickens and anvils? If you either try to chop the wrong thing or kick the wrong thing, then Linda appears from off screen and hits you with the rolling pin. I thought I'd never find you, Elise.
For goodness sake.
Oh, what now, Miffy? It's your...
Anyway.
I don't have food for you. Shoo, shoo. But Elise, it's your... My what? Your friend. The lass with the funny hat. She's right outside. Fantastic art.
Hurry it up.
Take me to her, Molly, right now. The victory screen is the lesbian flag. I didn't even put that together. The S rank, because the S rank one is a different color from the other tiers. Ma, you're covered in dirt, lass. Ah, I'm... She's so funny looking. Look at her silly hat. Angelica, don't be rude. Do you know this lass, Lisbeth? Elise said she's from Primodorf. Oh, I'm not from Primodorf. I've never had a... Why, I haven't the faintest idea, Ariana. I'm looking for Elise. Have you seen her? Elise, do you know her? We do happen to know Elise, but how do you know her, lass? Elise said she's adopted. When did you hear about all this, Melly? Oh, if you please tell me where... Look, Mama, she has a tiny scarecrow. Forgive me, but does anyone know where I can find Elise? This poor child is being overwhelmed.
Rose and Marine. Elise. For goodness sake.
What are you doing here? So you do know the lass, Elise? Ah, yeah, she, well,
Keep it together, Elise.
think, Elise, think. A distant cousin from Primodorf. Why, you don't have cousins, Elise. I do recall old Hollis' mother had a sister, but I never met her. Yes, exactly. Rosemarie here is my aunt's granddaughter. It's Rosenmarine. Oh, I'm so very pleased to meet you, Rosenmarine. Oh, thank you. Anyhow, it's getting quite late. We best move along before... but do tell me, my dear. How long have you known you had a cousin? Just met. Just met her this Saturday. This is all very much new to me as well, you see. My, I must say, that's a rather strange, Elise. Oh, why did I say that? How did you know to find Elise, lass? Oh, in truth, we... Auntie knew we lived in Keeperburg. That's all Rosemary knew when she came out to meet me, right? Yes. Yet she never visited, did she?
Yes.
Oh, my auntie was of rather fragile health, you see. I do remember old Holla mentioned her family from Primodorf, but... Must have heard it from someone, I'd say. Most certainly. From whom? Old Holla never left Kieferberg after settling down, and... If you say her family was rather distant... Oh, this is quite confusing, isn't it? Oh, would you look at the time?
Yes.
Oh, I think I know what you mean, Elise. That's alright, you two. We wouldn't want to keep you. pleasure to meet you, Rosamarine.
Mm-hmm.
She's delighted to meet you all. Shit.
It's fine. This is fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Someone who met her 2 minutes ago can remember her name. Yeah. Yeah.
For goodness sake!
Have you completely lost your wits, Rosamarine? I'm sorry, Elise. I knew you had a bird's nest for a brain, but this is too much. Well, you know what you did. I'm sorry, Elise. I didn't mean to... I was chasing after Flock, you see.
Oh, that's how he got into the wood game.
For goodness sake!
Goodness sake, Rosamarine. Why not let him frolic about? That's what goats do.
Oh, but I...
He took the laundry I was tending to right out of my hands. I couldn't let him ruin your sheets. All right, well... Truth is, we made a complete mess of it. I don't even want to think about Father Hans's reaction.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Elise. I didn't mean to trouble you. Forget it, Rosamarine. It's all right. I'm telling you, it's fine, Rosamarine. I feel all I've done so far is trouble you. Which isn't a complete lie now, is it? Yet, I do enjoy your company, so... Anyhow, we ought to keep our story straight. Maybe if we tell them I came to lend you a hand with work.
This is it!
That's it, Rosamarine. Huh?
Alright.
Alright, listen carefully. Your grandmother is Granny Holla's auntie, the one that never came to visit. That makes you my distant cousin of sorts, you see?
Yes.
You came about to meet me, but we could have simply bumped into each other. And you asked me if I knew anyone named Holla.
I'm sorry,
I don't understand, Elise. How does that relate to what I said? Why, you like Kieferberg so much, you wanted to stay and lend a hand. Oh! You're a kind, charitable, loving soul who wants to help with the festival. That'll keep them from asking too many questions. I think that's a great idea, Elise.
Alright.
This being said, Rosamarine, you're going home right after nightfall, you hear? I don't want you hanging about these folks too much.
Yes.
All right, Elise.
I did it!
We're making it happen right now, then. Let's go.
Yes.
Yes.
Is that what goats do? I thought they mostly eat. I mean, yeah, it's... yeah. Let's see, we do have money, and as long as we're out of town, let's get food. Stuck my foot. Gretel! Hello. Always lovely seeing you, Elise. We picked up a thing. Here, toy horse. Please buy my toy horse. And then I will buy... appropriately, a Lebkuin. There we go. Perfect. Can we... I don't want to sell anything. We'll do that later. Goodbye, Granny. The homophobia presented as a bad thing is honestly really rough to hear. It might be good to put that in the content warning. Yeah, it's oblique enough that it's like... Yeah, I'll add it in. Because it's never made explicit whether it's that versus a number of other things. Versus just plain old misogyny, which also probably would be good to actually add to the tags. I'll update the tags after this one. But yeah, there are a couple that I need to float up to the top of the list. Right, like... The game is vague, which may honestly be a detractor, although it's... I don't know. It works for and against it. But to the point where it's like, you can ascribe the reactions of the townsfolk to a number of different things. And obviously they're all bad, but they're all discomforting, and it's enough that I should honestly add all of them to the tags. Alright, what have we got for... We're still there for that. And... Alright, so
I'm gonna eat this thing that we just bought. There. It's very filling. And I have to do this anyway. I told you. I know what I saw. What did you tell those two, Melissa? Ah, maybe it's best we don't annoy her, Elise. You shush it, Rosemarine. Won't you and your cousin play Kiss the Rat with us? This is one of my favorites. Yes, we will play Kiss the Rat. We can play with you, I suppose. Oh, a game? You stay close to me, Rosemarine. I'll go call Groon. I don't want a stinky rat anywhere near me. We're just gonna do all the games. I don't remember how this one works. Oh, right, okay. A is blue, B is yellow. Got it, okay. Yes! Alright. Whew.
3, 2, 1, go!
Hey up. It's sort of a hot potato, but with sticks and a little stuffy. Crap, that was early. Whew. You don't want to be the person who is stuck with the rat, because whoever is stuck with the rat has to kiss the rat. So yeah, we're hitting the rat stuffed animal back and forth. And based on whether the outline of the rat is blue or yellow determines what button you have to hit, and you have to time it right just as the rat gets to you. So it's kind of a parry mechanic. You did it! You did it! I'm a little too excited about this, don't you think? Thank you for playing with us, Elise. Oh, you didn't have to. Why, yes he did. Thank you, Jacob. Jacob. Yeah, I'll get there eventually. You should come play with us again, Rosemarine. Well, I'd be glad to. I like that one because it's the one where it's just you're just playing a game with kids. Hooray, gay bamboo! This is a minigame that comes with every GBA and DS Kirby. I love that. It's best you head on home now, Rosemarine. Folks have had enough of you for one day. Elise. Oh, it was so much fun, Elise. If you say so. I'll see you at home then. And away. Oh, stretch is a good call. Thank you for the reminder. And then all of the dates. Oh, but first. Muffy.
Muffy!
It's you. Main screen turn on. It's pretzel time, Elise.
For goodness!
Oh, spare me, Maggie. I've waited all day, Elise. You promised me a pretzel. I promise you no such thing.
Ooh.
I'm telling Father Hans then. Just you wait. Good luck with that, Mindy. I've already introduced her to everyone myself. Oh, my poor beggar cousin, Rosemarine. They fell right for it, every single one of them. She's not your cousin? Crap. Golly, at least even I fell for it. No, you've got it all wrong. What I meant was, I had best let all of those folks know, huh? Oh, if only you'd give me a pretzel. Listen, I will happily share a pretzel for... Honestly, I'll happily share a pretzel. Everyone deserves pretzels. You keep your wretched mouth shut, Mindy, or else. Dare tell a soul about any of this, and you're good as dead.
Oh, boy.
That's what I thought. Oh, and it's fresh too? You're so generous. It's not. We've had those since yesterday, but don't tell her.
All right.
Are we clear, Murphy? Okay, now you're not even trying.
Mm.
As long as you give me some grape juice tomorrow. Shit. We
Muffy.
drank our grape juice already. So I can drown you in it. Got it. Eek! Best make sure I keep some aside for her tomorrow. So the nice thing about Muffy is that if you keep up with her demands, not only does your suspicion not go up, it actually goes down. So it's a nice way to, if you, like I have done, mess up some of the conversation options. As long as you also keep on top of the foodstuffs, it balances out. Hey, Velma. Or Velma. Hey, Velma. Oh, it's you. Elise, was it? I need to buy some grape juice suddenly. Hang on to that for tomorrow. This is super grape juice. It's the big courage juice. Let's go ahead and get some more matches while we're here. Well, hang on to the rest, I think. You sure that's all, sweetheart? Yeah, that'll be plenty. Is Muffy a love interest too? No, and I'm actually a little bit sad that she doesn't really factor into the story much else beyond being a tattletale. I honestly find her a remarkably charming character, even though she's kind of a minor antagonist. She's just silly. She's just, and all she wants is baked goods. I also appreciate that, and this is, I guess, a bit of a minor spoiler, she's not starving, she's not poor, she's playing a lot of different angles and is just rolling in pastries. And I'm honestly fine contributing to that. Again, as someone else who is an appreciator of baked goods. There she is. Hanging out in the church alone at dusk. You know, where holy things happen. Start to grow roots standing there all day, Lepkun. I make for a rather pretty flower, don't you think?
For goodness sake.
A little cheery for this time of day, don't you think? You're the one who's had an eventful day, Elise. Too eventful for my taste, even.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty to tell me about then, isn't there? Well, I think not. I came here to spend time with you, Lem.
Elise.
Now, sit. Sit. Right there. Sit, sit. Aww. Now this is what I came here for. Beat standing, wouldn't you say? I spoil you a little too much, I say. Not like I'd have it any other way anyhow. You're telling me all about it later, Elise. About those shoes and about that lass. Alright, alright. Now, one more word about this nonsense now, you hear? Fine. Still, Elise, I thought you knew. Knew what? About what happened earlier today. Oh, it's probably best I tell you about it later.
Lepkuhan? For goodness sake.
I think you're a proper nun. More like an imp. You're truly so easy to tease, Elise. So this is one thing I like. In addition to the fact that the game has multiple romance routes, I like that the romance is past the first day. You don't advance any of the relationships in this game. First of all, they avoided the like classic pitfall of like gift-based affections. Love that. As in, I love when devs avoid that because not a huge fan. But I also love that it's not as simple as just who you go on dates with the most advances your relationship. Each date comes down to a question. One of these options will bring Elise and Lev closer, the other one won't. And it all kind of comes down to getting a feeling for the two characters, getting a feeling for kind of the tone and later on, in particular, it comes down to choosing moments of when... Because it's not always about, like, choosing the agreeable option. Often it's choosing the option that is, like, when to set boundaries, or when to, like, challenge them to stand up for themselves, and things like that. Or just paying attention to what that particular relationship is about. Anyway, I like it a lot. Easy or not, Leb? You better not be hiding anything from me.
You are.
You get to keep secrets yet. You get to keep secrets, yet I don't?
Flip Coohan!
So there is something. I wouldn't say I'm keeping it from you, but you'll think I'm untrusting, Elise. What? You see, I've been thinking about you. All of Kieferberg knows you won't stay here forever. Will you? That's a different issue altogether, Elise. Seems to me they're quite the same, if I'm honest. Be that as it may, what am I to do when you're gone, Elise? You're... how to put it? Your only comfort in this dull place? You're also very much irritating. Like an imp, I'd say. Am I now? Terribly so. Didn't think I could read you this easily, did you? I might just throw you in the well at this rate. I might drown, Leb. Then you'd really be left without me.
Oh, Elise.
Elise... I'm well aware, Lebkuin. You're not the only one who thinks fondly of what we have, but... It doesn't mean we can't be together someplace else, does it? You hadn't thought of it like that, had you? Anyhow, I'll be waiting for you by the fountain tomorrow afternoon. Don't be late, Elise. She is gonna throw us in the fountain.
I see.
For goodness sake. We've done it. Oop, lantern. Alright, there we go. We've made it all the way to Monday night, here on Thursday night. And that is where we will go ahead and call it. Let's switch things around here. 3 more and your health goes up. Nice. Right, so we collect the hearts. Very good. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out. That's where we'll pick up next time on actual Monday, Real World Monday, at 8 p.m. Eastern. In the meantime, be sure to check out our full schedule at schedule.truck.community. I keep getting the angle on that up. There we go. Schedule.truck.community. That has our full stream team and what they're streaming on what days at what times with links to their respective channels, so you can check out cool streams and cool streamers all week long, often multiple times a day, which is what a schedule will do. Speaking of multiple streams a day, here in just a little bit over at twitch.tv/squirrelily. Hopefully we've got some more lovely streams of World's End Club with Alice. We'll toss a raid her way here in just a mo, which I think is the thing. I'm always so bad at outros. I keep meaning to get better at them, and I just start sort of like, I get the important like bits, and then I'm like, cool, that's all the information. And now like ripcord, and I don't. The brain is like, well, I'm out, whee, and then we're done. But thank you all so much again. Hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will hope to see you next time. Good night, everybody.